ani ka makua mau. Ke ki me ka uhane no. Kia kua mau o mai ka ipu. Ko ke au. Ko ke lau. Amen. If I just wanted to share a few words, I read a few scriptures, some of my favorite scriptures. The first one is found in John chapter 14. It says, "Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also." And I really love this verse because it reminds us about faith. It reminds us that we have to not only have faith, but hold on to that faith until we're with our loved one again. And the next one is found in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. It says, "But I do not want you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning those who have fallen asleep, lest you sorrow as others who have no hope. For if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so God will bring with him those who sleep in Jesus." And this verse reminds us of hope, and the hope that we have to hold on to until we're with our loved ones again in that heavenly kingdom. And the final one is my favorite, one of my favorite verses from the Song of Songs written by Solomon, chapter 8. It says, "Set me as a seal upon your heart, as a seal upon your arm. For love is as strong as death, jealousy as cruel as the grave. Its flames are flames of fire, a most vehement flame. Many waters cannot quench love, nor can the floods drown it. If a man would give for love all the wealth of his house, it would be utterly despised." And I really love this verse because it reminds us not only to always keep this love and have this love, but it reminds us how strong love is. Love is as strong as death. And that's why Hawaiians, we don't say goodbye. We say ahui ho. Can everybody try to say that? Ahui ho. And that means until we meet again. So we firmly believe that we're going to see our loved ones again. We don't say goodbye, we say ahui ho. And these verses remind me that our loved ones never die with us. They are always with us. And Hawaiians, we love to tell stories. That's how we keep our loved ones with us. We tell our children, they tell their children, and on and on. We love, as we call it, talking story. So at this time, usually I like to open the floor to anyone who would like to share a story, a funny story, or any story, that you would like to share that we can remember, keep Auntie Sarah with us.
This is where her blood comes from, and we want to bring her back here, and she loved being here. It's the happiest I've ever seen my mom is being on a boat where we are today. Love you, Mom. Brought you home, so we can come visit you every time we come to Hawaii here.
I'll tell you guys one story when I was a young boy. I was about Nevaeh's age, or Diego's age, and Auntie would take us to the drive-in in Layport. It was her and her sister, Myrtle, and they would take us there to watch the movie. It'd be me, Ruben, and we'd be in the back seat. And once we fell asleep, we woke up and everything. We were parked at this one place in Kelseyville because she had to see this special man in her life. When we woke up, we were at the bar in the parking lot, looked up, and we just went back to sleep. And she came out later on and took us home. Good babysitter. I love her for that one.
All right, so my story with my Auntie Sarah was when I started going to school at UCLA. And I think she was the only one that kind of understood what I was going through. I was struggling. She got it. She understood. And I remember that so proudly she gave me this beautiful typewriter. Yes, there was typewriters, but yeah. It was a typewriter, but it was exactly what I needed to be able to move on. Just the look on her face, it was awesome. Like, I couldn't disappoint. So, but she was the one person that had a lot of faith in me, and I really appreciated that from her.
My mom was everything to me. I would get so upset with her because she held me to a higher standard. She wanted me to be the man that she envisioned, to be there for our people like she was. But I was so upset because our people did so much to us. And she always forgave them and loved them. And at times I felt like she loved them more than me. But I now know that she didn't. She just wanted me to know that I can have compassion and forgive and to be there for them like she was. Thank you for that, Mom. Thank you for showing me that compassion to be there for my people even when they've wronged us.
I never got the chance to. I'm sorry. I never got the chance to say thank you to Auntie for being such a good role model for me growing up. Because I feel that a lot of people I was surrounded by wasn't that, but she gave that to me. And I always wanted to thank her for that. And I love you, Auntie. One of the last days we spent together, she looked over at me, she held my hand, and she said, "Get me home, babe. Get me back to the islands." That's exactly what we did. And I thank you. I thank you for reminding me that the most important things in life is love and family. That we have everything. You told me to grieve you and then to live. But a soul like yours is worth grieving a lifetime. So I will grieve you forever. But I promise you I will learn to live again. And I will learn to live with that grief. I can never thank you enough for the life you gave me. I am so rich because of you. And I thank you for being there for my baby boy. And being such an amazing tutu. You're an amazing wife. An amazing mother. Man, were you an amazing, amazing tutu. And your grandbabies love you.
I just wanted to say that my grandma meant the world to me. She was the best ever. She was like a second mom to me. She led me through good days and hard days. She was the best ever. I miss her so much.
I just wanted to say thank you, Mama. I always told you. Thank you for bringing me into this world, for giving me life. It's been the hardest 4 months of my life. But I've now come to realize you've never left me. I look at everybody on this boat and I see you. You've left love, compassion, forgiveness in this world. I look at my babies and I see you. And I will never be able to give you enough thanks in this world for everything that you've given me, Mama. I'm so glad that I got to bring you home. It was your last wish, and here you are home.
So when I worked at Sonoma County Indian Health is when I first met Sarah. So she was my friend before she was my auntie. And she actually told me one time, she goes, "I want to introduce you to my nephew." She never told me which one. But I ended up marrying her nephew, Nathan. And then she goes, "Well, now you got to call me auntie." But she was a great woman. She had a great heart, great spirit. Everything that came out of her mouth was kind. Even despite the troubles that she had, she always found the good in everything. And she was able to vent and let things out when she needed to. But she had the biggest heart and soul. She could just say it what maybe I wanted to say, but she could say it with her words. The way she could articulate, the way she could say her prayers. They were the most beautiful prayers I've ever heard anyone speak of. So she's just a beautiful woman, and I'm so grateful to have had her in my life. Yahweh.
I can remember the first time I saw her, didn't meet her, in 2001. And I was in my car in the parking lot in high school. And she walked by with her hair. I just remember her hair being so long down to her. But And she was walking to Ruth's classroom because I don't know what Leon did, but there she was to go talk to her about something. And I remember my friend said to me, "Oh, that lady right there, that's your mother-in-law," because I had just started dating her son. And, you know, at the time it was like, "You're crazy." And a lot of life happened, and here we are. A lot of family. And she always made me feel so loved and accepted, like her daughter. Even when things just got hard, it was grace and love. You know, if you don't know God and you don't know his son Jesus, there is someone you would meet and you would get to know who they are. And I will miss our conversations in the car, and I would just miss, she confided in me and I confided in her. But the way she loved my sons, the way that she gave them a life that at the time I couldn't, and just let them see the world, and they could see her joy and her young spirit. So I strive to live like her, to just be joyful and happy in my life.
The last thing that I would like to say, Mom, is that Dad's here with us. He made it to Hawaii all these years. You wanted him to be here. The love of your life. They met when they were teenagers, and he's still here, holding us together, making us strong. Thank you, Dad, for being here with us. Thank you for celebrating her life and sharing with us. Oh,